In Agadez, the prisons are full.
Combien de personnes en total?
22, 23. Ça dépend.
Chaque chambre.
Chaque chambre.
But many of the prisoners are not from Niger. They're migrants from across Africa.
Mon ami était en Italie, il m'a appelé. Italie là, c'est bon. Si je venais là-bas, peut-être je vais trouver quelque chose, je vais aider mon parent. Oui, de ça, j'ai quitté là. J'ai quitté, je voulais partir là-bas.
Like many others, John and Seydou were arrested as part of an EU-funded crackdown on migration.
The road is almost closed because the police, the military men and everyone, they are very serious. That's why I was even unfortunately arrested, because they are ready to interrogate and to investigate on everyone.
For years, migrants from the West African peninsula transited through Niger on their way to Libya and then on to Europe. But in 2016, under heavy pressure from the EU, Niger began implementing a law criminalizing migration. Europe agreed to disburse €1 billion in development aid over 4 years if Niger began patrolling the desert, confiscating pickup trucks used by human traffickers, and rounding up smugglers and migrants. Without a wall or a fence, Europe cut down its migration flow by almost 90% since its height in 2015. But this success has side effects that EU politicians acknowledge could be causing even bigger problems.
It has gone underground. We have seen a larger and more well-organized networks, so that more organized crime taking over, and that certainly cannot be seen as a security progress in any way.
How much responsibility does the EU take?
I think the EU, by its aim now to put the border further and further away from Europe, so it's externalizing its borders, even down to here in south of Sahara, trying to block migrants from reaching Europe. So I think the responsibility is fully European.
How many people do you fit in this?
This
How many
one
people?
I can take 25, 30.
So each truck ride, you can, if you have 25, 30 people,
No.
how much in total can you make?
2 millions.
2 million
Yeah,
CFA.
for
So that's
one-
like,
Yeah.
that's more than $3,000 just for one
Yes.
truck.
Yeah.
Kawal used to have a thriving business smuggling migrants from Niger to Libya before authorities seized his pickup.
After the new law came in, what's been the consequence?
The consequence is a lot of young guys, they don't have any job to do. And so many people also they are benefited from this immigrant.
So does this mean people are turning to other industries, like
Yes.
other types of trafficking?
Yeah, some they're moving for the other traffic. Yes.
Like what?
Yeah, different things. So,
Drugs?
Some is drugs, yeah. Some is medicine, tablet.
Oh, wow. All of these bags are filled with drugs that have been seized from traffickers. Down here?
Niger says drug smuggling has soared over the past 2 years.
C'est les drogues? They've got all kinds of drugs. This is literally a cave under the prosecutor's office. On peut voir ça? That's all cannabis.
Cannabis. Toutes les caves, vous avez vu les deux autres caves,
Ouais.
celle-là, tout est rempli. Nous avons des difficultés maintenant à la stocker.
Quel type de drogue?
Tramadol, diazépam, cannabis, il y a aussi un peu de la cocaïne.
Ça, par exemple, la jaune?
Les jeunes,
Tu peux me montrer?
ça c'est du tramadol.
Ça, c'est tramadol?
Tramadol.
This is something that we're told the armed groups, Islamic State fighters, are using. It gives you more force.
Force.
Oui.
Oh, oui.
The seized drugs will be incinerated, but that's just a small portion of what's passing through this former migrant route. Some of the drugs wind up in the hands of militant groups like the Islamic State, and it's not the only way ISIS benefits from the trade vacuum.
Wow. Okay, there's quite a lot here. Je peux toucher?
Niger has always been a transit point for weapons going north to Libyan fighters or south to Boko Haram. But according to international watchdogs, increasingly attacks are taking place in Niger itself, further destabilizing the region.
C'est quel type? Est-ce que... AK? Ça, c'est un AK? Et ça?
See, you want?
Thank you.
No, no problem.
It wouldn't be the first time that international efforts have backfired here, and smugglers are already finding new routes. The European Commission says Morocco has seen an increase in migrant arrivals.
So how do you find a way around the new restrictions?
The desert is big.
It's
you
easy
cannot you cannot look everywhere from this desert. It's so big. So if you know desert, you can find a way.